The mission of Big Brothers Big Sisters is to add potential to the life of a child through one-to-one mentoring with measurable impact. There have been so many children that don't live lives that really brings out the potential in the child for successful academic performance or life enrichment that they wouldn't get any other way but through Big Brothers Big Sisters. So we stay true to the core mission, and that's one-to-one mentoring with a caring, screened, trained adult with lots of support from our agency. But in the end, when that relationship between the big and the little is maximized to the fullest, that child has the opportunity to find out what their potential is.
Finger right here. That's yours to grip. So have your finger up a little bit like that.
Well, when I signed up to become a big, there was a definite interview process, which I found to be quite refreshing, because when you're pairing adults with children, you definitely want to make sure there's no safety issues involved. But it was actually very easy. You know, they did a background check, which I passed, you know. And after that, I got called for an interview within a week that they had a match for me, and that's when I met Victor.
Be in my room a lot, play video games, be alone, don't want to talk to my friends. But my mom started seeing this new program that my mental health lady told me about, and we started to sign in until I think it was December 13th when I got in and I saw my big brother. He was awesome. He's awesome.
I keep in touch with his mom, and she was telling me he was kind of struggling through some issues regarding his past with his father and stuff. And one thing that I found out was that Victor and I have very similar backgrounds. So I was able to actually talk to him a little bit based on my own experience and give him some advice. And I was very happy when later on I found that he actually implemented some of the things that we had talked about, and that his life was actually being enhanced by that. And that's when I thought it was pretty cool.
Here comes the ball. Step up, swing, and follow through. There you go. One more time.
Because I got a big brother now. That's the fun part.
James Nichols and his little brother Carson have been matched just 8 months, but fishing brings them even closer together.
Family is very, very important, and there's 4 children in his family, and that's one of the things we talk about more than others is, you know, getting along with your brother and your sisters, and you know how to handle different situations.
It's not the length of time together, but the quality when together that counts.
Woo! It's another red. All right, man. Woo!
There's a really good feeling about being a good force in someone else's life.
When I grow up, I'm going to be someone's big brother, and I can teach them when I learned with my big brother James.
Relationships between a big and their little grow over time. This story is truly a testament to the success of the program, one for the books. Meet Leona Hamrick and Amanda.
The real reason that I started to volunteer with Big Brothers Big Sisters is because I moved here and I was alone. I had no family, I had no connections, I had no friends, and I'm like, well, you know, this is good. This will be something meaningful for me to do. I had no idea that it would turn into an 8-year relationship that will be a lifelong relationship.
They just can't get rid of me.
So it's just it's another family. Mm-hmm. And not just her mom's sisters, her mom's mom, you know, we're all just one big family, and that's beautiful. It's so nice that everybody gets along so well and we can spend so much time together. Yeah.
It really is. It's like, it's one of those things that you don't think it would really happen, but when they do it, it hits you like, just like that.
Yeah. It's our own little Cinderella story. Oh my gosh, so wicked proud of her. I just can't even, I would shout it off the rooftops, especially because she was doing so poorly a year and a half ago or so with school and not doing well and making bad grades and making some poor choices, and I just said, you know what, I love you and I support you, and you're gonna have to figure this out for yourself. And she did, and when she did, and she went from failing school to skipping a grade to graduating at 16, and it's just so very proud of her.
Bob Buchanan owns Gold's Gym in St. Petersburg. He's been around sports most of his life and personally has had 8 little brothers.
I've been involved since 1964. I started when I was a junior at the University of Virginia. I was on the football team, and the Big Brothers staff came out and asked if any of the ball players wanted to become a Big Brother. One day I was a student football player, and the next day I was a Big Brother.
Bob knows the strength of Big Brothers Big Sisters and the impact it has on kids.
Almost all my little brothers, there's not been a male role model. So there's not been, they just haven't be there for them because they just don't exist. And if they did exist, with my former little brother, his father, he would set up times for him to be picked up. Father would never show up, never call, never communicate with him. So there he was sitting packed, ready to go, and the father never showed up. So one of the things I want to communicate and have them understand is I will be there. I mean, if I don't feel good, if it's not in my best interest, or I got something else to do, I'm going to be there. And I want them to take the same position when they treat other people that way.
Touching lives and making a lasting difference is important to Bob. He imparts values, integrity, and confidence along the way. Bob's 8 little brothers provide a history that has literally spanned decades. His memories are many.
There's a lot of moments that stand out, but there's one in particular. I had a little brother in Joliet, Illinois. I was a correctional administrator for a number of years, and moved out of town. I moved to Kansas City, and a couple years later, I got a phone call from, his name was Greg, and he said, I'm in town. I'm in Kansas City, and I'd like to see you. And I said, fine, come on by. And he came by, and he had a wife and 2 kids. And he said, I wouldn't be here today without you. That's the moment.
You raise me up.